12:52, and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He can't get him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he returns this to the 22. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Good route here.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Now Chandler. And he'll go down at the 28. 43 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. Gets around him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Madison. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The Folks kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins going to change it up. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They're hot.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Black, black. Hey, no, easy. Wide. Wait up.
Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Hey, Stever. Gun. Yellow. Wait up.
Now Cousins. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people and bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Danielle Hunter, He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Taking it about the 16. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Hey, yo. Black.
Cousins now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it before the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Listen to me. Good routes here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Zebra. Hey, we're good.
Now Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
First down, here's Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Cousins here going to change the play. Gaskin going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
First.
To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The Folks kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
48. Black, black. Hey, no, easy. One shot.
Cousins now on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Powell on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, Gaskin. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Beaver. Gun.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Gaskin. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Folks kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession to midfield at the 48-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's Mitchell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Going to run with Madison again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Good routes here.
Throwing, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Zebra. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Here's Cousins. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Quaker Omaha.
Now a give to Madison. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Cousins. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Cousins to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Folk's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Now Hurts going to move him around. And now they'll shift things around. And Shaheed going to go in motion. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Osborne motions left. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Gaskin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Third down and 13.
Black. run.
Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Nice move. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
K.J. Osborne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Here's first and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts. Finding Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Last 50. Last 50.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right